Salutations all my fellow beachgoers. Jay the Myrtle Beach Encyclopedia here. And we are out here at the good old Duplin Winery. Getting together with the content creator buddies once again. Yeah, so me and the squad were all invited out once again for another great night of wine tasting, good eats, and fellowship. We definitely all had a great time. I mean, it's always such a blast when we get together, and Duplin Winery is definitely always one of the prime spots to do a meetup like this. It was even coming up on their 50th anniversary of them being open, so it was definitely nice and celebratory for sure. So yeah, all my like-minded individuals are here. We're here for a content creator exclusive event today, so it's gonna be me, a couple of the content creator homies. You know, it's gonna be a good day. So feels good to be back here at Duplin Winery, one of the best wine spots of Myrtle Beach. But yeah, guys, I'm already kind of running late, so I'm gonna go ahead and run on inside. But you guys know the deal. Of course, you guys are coming along for the ride, so yeah, let's go ahead and go on in Duplin Winery. And of course, they already had some great food options set for us to indulge in. And they always have some fun photo ops at these events, so you know we definitely had to take full advantage and look cute. Yeah, one thing about us, we're gonna look fly wherever we are, and it's fun doing it with my people. And of course, the live music is such a staple at Duplin. And then it was time for the fun part, to taste some wine. But first we had to start off with some info and a brief background about the place.
I go between here and Rose Hill, mainly here, but I'm in Rose Hill 1 or 2 times a week. Which Rose Hill is where our original winery is. So if you don't know Rose Hill is actually about 105 miles from here. I know that because I drive it and I keep it's a town that there's not a lot there. Pretty much just the winery. And we started back in but you guys are here to taste some wine tonight, so we're gonna do that. I put a couple of things in front of you there. You got some crackers to cleanse your palate between the wines. We make those here. They're an onion garlic flavored cracker.
Yeah, it's always good to know the history about these places. It's definitely a great educational moment for all of us.
It's our North Carolina red muscadine non-alcoholic wine. So if you got kids if they like grape juice, this tastes just like grape juice.
So the first wine we tried was a red muscadine non-alcoholic wine, which, if you know me, is right up my alley since I'm not much of a drinker. And it was definitely really nice and sweet, but still kind of had that wine twang to it, but not as much since it was non-alcoholic. The next one we tried was the Burgundy wine, which was a little more on the bittersweet side, and I was honestly not really the biggest fan of, but I'm sure it's still enjoyable to some. So I put that one down as a 3. But then the next one on the list was the Magnolia wine, and that was one of my favorite ones, hands down. It definitely had the right amount of sweetness and twang to it, and it for sure balanced out for me, so needless to say, I would definitely come back for that one. And then it was on to try the Azalea wine, in which the Azalea wine was another rich, tasty one, along with the sweet rosé one that we tried afterwards. So honestly, those were both really, really good tasting wines that I would come back to. Both had just the right texture and just the right amount of richness to it, so I would definitely put those in my list to take home.
This is add some pineapple juice.
Nice.
We've got another sparkling wine out there called Southern Miss.
Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah.
So,
as you can see, I had to put that one down as a 5. And then we learned some history about the couple that you see here.
Jonathan is the other owner. But it was their dad and their uncle who started the winery back in 1976, and then their grandfather funded it. So they're actually up to the fifth generation. It's 4 generations that worked in 1976. They were in Rose Hill. They had a lot of acreage. They wanted to do something besides grow tobacco. Tobacco was all over North Carolina. They wanted to do something besides that.
Then we tried the 76 Reserve wine, which we had to get some good visuals of first before we tried it.
You want a video?
Oh, I thought I was smiling.
The 76 Reserve was pretty decent to say the least. Had some good bitterness to it, but still enjoyable.
So you got one here, one there. You take one of these, half a bottle of wine, mix it together.
Yeah.
Now the wine slushies are my absolute favorite. I need to take one of these home one day. They are so good. And it's literally like drinking blended cherry candy. It's one of the most delicious things ever. Then as you can see, we had the wonderful ladies in the cut sipping delicately.
Guys, so if you want to do one more, I'll let you do one more.
Yeah, let's try one.
This is my favorite wine we have here. So it's called Going Coastal. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you guys different wines.
I'm just waiting.
This came out when we first opened here back in 2015. This had the palmetto tree and the half moon on it, just like the South Carolina flag. Now we've changed it to go, because we actually put this out in different areas too. So we didn't want to just keep that South Carolina flag looking thing. So we went with just that beach feel, that VW bus there. The wine itself is super smooth. It is super fruity. You got about 4 different grapes here. We've got Pink Catawba grape, which is a non-muscadine. And then you've also got a little bit of that noble grape that we've had in a couple different ones that we've tried tonight. We've also got one in here called the Niagara, which is a non-white muscadine grape. Or I'm sorry, non-muscadine white grape. So it's going to be more of that white color. And then the white muscadine grape we have is...
The last one we tried was the Going Coastal wine, and that was another good one that I enjoyed. Loved the sweetness in this one. So we wrapped up with a nice little going away bag that had our own bottle of 1976 Reserve wine to take home. And then we went outside to get one more glass of free wine, in which I was totally buzzed by the end of the night, but I was still going for it, as you can see. But it was certainly another great night of wine tasting with the squad and all my fellow creatives. I mean, it was so many of us that night. Can't wait to do it all again. But on that note, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And remember, there's no home like the beach.
You're watching Jay, the Myrtle Beach Encyclopedia.